Hello, hello. On screen, what we can see here is the league table, and here I am in fourth. So there are 6 players. A lot of work going into the results. There's lots of Excel spreadsheets. If you click on the top, there's a UBC island. And what I noticed very sneakily is that this Neil Dobbs character, under the radar, played in the UBC and played 2.74 over 10 matches. So he's an unknown, a sneaky unknown quantity. And if we go back to the league tables, so we got Sean, we got Neil, we got Vidas, we got me, we got Brendan, we got Kevin. So I'm playing Kevin today. I haven't worked out. We got Alex Shagian in the chat, and I think you get like 5 points for a win and something for PR, something like that. So I've got a bonus. I think I got 2 points for winning the PR against Sean. And you get 3 points for a win, 2 for PR. Okay. And there's money involved, so everyone puts in 100, apart from me, because I was invited. And I need to win. I need to win.
Welcome back, Sue.
So where's Kev? Go away. Is this the... Was that the one? Is this the one? I can't remember the name of the room. Ireland BG. I think it's Irish Backgammon League. What about if I put in Premier? No. Anyone in the chat, remind me. I think the only people watching are the lovely Irish friends who are really wanting to know what's gonna happen. Someone tell me, because I don't recognize. That's a good start. Irish BG page. Irish BG League. All right. Let's just remember something about Premier in the name, but all right. Joseph MCG. I don't recognize Cake Belly. Okay, so Neil's coming. I mean, Kevin's coming. I think Kevin's name just might be Kevin Bailey. So we're going to wait for Kev. And it's an honor. No one's ever treated me with such respect and absence of disdain. Very friendly people, the Irish. Is this person MCG Joseph? It's Joseph Matt Conguy. Kevin is Ruiz. Okay. All right, we're just going to sit tight. I'm aiming for like a 2.3. Oh, he's late. Kevin is late. How dare you, Kevin? There he is. Wow, what a rating. So it's 11 points. This is Kevin's first match. Okay. And here we go. Good match to Kevin. Try not to overthink this too much. So the key for me is to try and make sure that when I do think that that it doesn't fall out of sync with my instinct. So it tend to be much better when I just trust the instinct. But I want to be able just to check that and think through and see why a player's right, because otherwise you're just clicking buttons. So 3-2, I don't think it matters which split. Okay, I would split, so I don't necessarily agree with that. Again, I shouldn't be taking too much time here. I could just play 18-15, but I'm behind in the race. But I'm going to do that because he's got a 2-point board. My logic is I want to be missed. And that happens, although obviously he makes the 4-point, which is good for him anyway. Probably, even though he's got a 3-point board, best off making the bar. My race lead isn't great. It seems a bit silly to have run and now to not voluntarily safety that block. But I feel that the 3-point board, because it has gaps in it, is going to make it okay. I think I have to just do this. I have to come in on the anchor. Can't play bar 20. It's 2-1. He's just going to make the 22 play 10-9. And I'm stuck back with pretty terrible structure. That doesn't help. I just have to put a checker on the ace point because I can't break the mid. And he could double, I suppose. Be an easy take. That's a great roll. I think he should come up to the 20 and make the 9. Shut up. Double 4. Double 4. I don't know what, that's not Irish. So I was in a play last night and had to put on an Irish accent for some reason, just for a couple of lines. It made no sense to me. And the accent I can do on stage is somehow a lot better than the... it's not good, but it's a lot better than the one I can do on this stream. So I'm probably just going to cover, just because when you've got a strong board you might get shots, so it's always best to have a good board. Is he thinking about cubing? This. And he's going to have to decide whether he wants to come out with both. It's definitely possible. I mean, I've only got a 2-point board, but I probably am going to hit if I can. It's not even probably. I mean, he's got a blotting board, but he's got a much better board than I have. And it seems like he's just going to play 14-13 with the 1. Not sure what... Yeah. Okay, and I'm good if I can escape. I think I prefer to escape than make the point. And then when I actually roll the number, I have to just check that my prognostications are correct. But, you know, I'm happy with that. And close to doubling for sure. And maybe even, I don't know why I thought it was behind in the race, but actually, if I was playing really quickly, I might not have paused. But now I think I have to cube this because I'm up in the race and I can just roll the prime forward. Of course, it's an easy take. Or I could just point on him. So it's a no-brainer for Kevin. Okay. Maybe, you know, if you look at it, maybe you don't like the fact that you're back behind like a kind of broken 9 prime or whatever it is. So he's back on the 23 point. So in order to come out, he's going to have to advance. But I don't think that makes it anywhere near pass territory. There's going to be so many repeating chances. Okay, 5-2. So we will see what happens. So now, even now, he can come up, and then I'm going to have to probably hit loose on some rolls or not, depending on how actually see how his board might be way too strong for that. But he has to come up to make. I keep saying things and then I still think he has to come up being whatever it is, 6 or 5 pips down in the race. Otherwise, if he rolls big, if he rolls so that legitimizes his decision, but I'm not sure about that actually. Staying back. No, I just have to leave a 1-6. So maybe my thinking is all wrong actually. This seems so like something I don't want to do, but that I have to do. So let's just check. Can I slot? I don't think so. Just rolls an ace. So this is a weakener, and I don't think I can do anything to. Okay, well that's puts me back in a good position, obviously, and then he just makes the 1 point, play 7 to 5. So race is close. I probably, on that logic, want to clear the closest point because he gains the fewest pips when he's able to roll a good number and escape. But I don't want the checkers on the 4 and 3 point for bearing off. And possibly I prefer the structure of having the 7 point for safety. But so what do 5s do? 5s are going to break his board, so maybe we do that. If that makes sense. Maybe that doesn't make sense. My logic is if he rolls a 5 now, he breaks his board. Maybe if I have to hit. So he wouldn't have run. Got this horrible gap on the 2 point, so it's all to play for sure. Although 16 pips up, why does it look like, I mean, I've got all this wastage, so well, I don't know. I see, even before that double 4, I don't know at what point it looked to me like I wasn't doing that well, but then I suddenly saw that I was a big favourite, so could just be me taking time to adjust to the position. So anyway, 2-0. It's a great start. We got Eric. We got a lot of my Irish fans here, I can assure you. Double 6, just probably making the 7 and making the 2, I think. Better than... Okay, I'll go with... Kevin played it quickly, so I mean that could be better. I don't know. First play I saw was making the 7, making the 2, but they're definitely going to be close. By elimination, the 1 is probably that. Otherwise, I have to leave a direct shot. Kind of want to dupe 4s and 2s, but can I? I don't think so. If I play 6 to 5, then things like 2-6, double 2 become 2-6 becomes a really good roll where otherwise it isn't, and then double 2 and stuff like that becomes a lot better. So should he hit and cover is the question. I'm not sure actually. I usually prefer to cover than just to make the better point and leave the other checker unslotted. But when he does that, he doesn't make the 7 point. Obviously, if he makes the 5 point, he gets to make the 7 point. So if I hit him with a 2, I think I would go for that. And now cube is coming. I don't even know if I can take 2-0 down. I'm gonna be generous and assume that Kevin thought it was too good. I didn't feel it was. Okay, so hopefully he's just going to play on. Or am I not predicting him right? No, I don't think he was playing on. If he's taking time here, it can't be that he was playing on. Doesn't mean he's definitely not going to play on here. So here, going to hit, I think, over making the 2 point. And then the 3 is tricky. Could be this, could be out. I don't think 8 to 5 because it's not necessary and it breaks the 4 prime. Hi, Mop Up. My pleasure. So the 3, I don't know. I just have a feeling like this. Is that the best way of winning a gammon? I mean, I don't think I can actually hold off this from being a pass. Okay, so it's worked out for him. He's got 6s to hit. 3-1, 4-2 make points. 4-2 makes the 3 point. So at worst, I'm just going to lose a gammon. Or not. Well, that has to come out and just do that. And then I don't think I'm going to be passing. I mean, this is an alternative, but then I just get hit. So that would be a tad ridiculous. So if I do that, I have to do that. And I think he can still cube. I'm not sure he will. So I'm just trying to get a feel for Kevin. I didn't see his PR, but I've been told that he's a pretty strong player. I'm gonna trust my instincts that I can take. And we got Neil in the house. I can see him. Okay. So he does double, and people might be thinking this is an obvious take. 29 pippies. And then, what I'm looking at is what I roll, not what he rolls. If I just assume that he doesn't roll anything, which is not a fair assumption, obviously. If I roll 6-2, how am I going to play it? 6-3, how am I going to play it? So I kind of, when I played that double 4, I talked myself into, this is going to be a take. And for that reason, now I'm not sure that the pass is going to be correct, because now it seems like it's a pass. Because of the 29 pips. Like, my instinct would just be to take this, so this is why I'm trying to weigh up my instinct against my thoughts. But looking at this now, I don't think you can. He just runs. The best thing, if he runs with a 6-5 and I roll a 6-3, am I going to even hit him loose? I don't think so. Against a 5-point board, so I'm fairly happy to pass that. Okay. This is a standard come up to the edge of the prime split. And now probably making the 4 point is a better way of defending than making the 9, but I guess if I make the 9, I don't need to come up. Although there is some advantage, I don't need to come up. Or perhaps I shouldn't come up because I'm behind in the race. So this is the best way of defending, and then we have to consider the take pass decision, and possibly because 3 is a duplicate, I will just take, although I'm far from enamored by it, or with it. Is it by or with? Feels like against a 2-point board, 2's duplicate, things like 6-5, 6-3, 6-5 will point. Okay, again, like, this is the thing, like, having the instinct for take pass, but then when you look at it, you don't understand why. I believe this is a take, but I'm thinking, why is this actually a take? There's one piece of the puzzle for me that is missing. Perhaps I'll consider later and not let my time run down. Because when 3-1 is a bad roll, he can actually clear the 8 point. But when you see that white doesn't have any bad rolls, that's the first part of the process. And then you look at what your position might be like after he rolls. So what's the best thing I can get is an anchor. How often does that happen? So he doesn't clear the 8, which it might be right anyway. So this is a tricky move for me. So I can hit and come up, or I can hit and safety. Probably not, or I can just anchor. This seems like it's not that dangerous. It's probably what I'm going to do. Doesn't seem ultra dangerous. I mean, he can come in and hit me loose. I can just anchor again. He's got a 2-point board. If I turn this down, I'm doing okay, but then he just kind of swings them round. Like I said, the 3 is up for debate, but I feel like this is a good use of a 3 if I hit. And then this is just the way I think of establishing parity back in the game. So I'm going to go for, oh my god. Okay, but even now, actually I didn't see I've got a second block, so scratch the even now comment. Don't know what you should do. 1, 2, 3. Really tricky. Suppose you're hitting twice. Fourth one, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't, just always considering the options, but it seems I don't see any reason for not anchoring up there on the 16, because if it goes wrong, then for white, then at least he's got the anchor. So now he's just going to hit. I don't think he should play 13 to 4, just lets me anchor. Two, 1 just makes and comes up. So he got lucky. So what happened? He kind of rolled one of the worst numbers, and I hit, and then he got very lucky. So I got quite lucky to hit with the 6-3. But then I think after the 5-4, if I don't hit, then it's a sort of a really big anti-joker, and then the 4-1, meaning the 4-1, and then I just fanned twice. But, you know, I could anchor. Can I go back to this position here? No, that would be cheating. Try and see. I'm just trying to... Okay, so I do anchor. Yeah, a little bit inaccurate not to play 11 to 10 there. And now, it doesn't necessarily achieve that much, but it's my best chance, I think, just to hit and play down to the 10. Unless I'm going mad. Okay, let's not doubt myself too much. I got plenty of stuff to play with. Okay, that wasn't accounted for, but I can just make the 2-point. I think he should hit on the outside and not there. And now I'm clearly very happy to do that. It's not ideal. My timing is always going to be questionable in a 1-2 back game. But it's funny, it's like these plays that sometimes if you're not really on the ball and that happens, you think, oh, I played it really well. But a lot of it is just chance. It's completely random that I rolled the 2. Oops. Timing is still okay. 6 is forced, is it not? Double 3's really, really good. So although it's quite a high number of pips and not great for his time, he gets to bring 2 points in, and he's going to have loads of spares. So I'm just going to stay there, but seemingly not. And now we're going to have to go from the 23, but not. And I want to make the 6 point, not the 1 point, which might be obvious. Do I go now? If I can, I can't go. So is it actually a mistake to make the 1 point here? I don't. Actually, maybe. Maybe I get to move check around there. Yeah, it would be a mistake. I prefer him to come in on the ace and get primed. Okay, so this is now where 4 is forced and 2 is pretty much forced. And this is where I'm going to hit and end up having a lot of difficult decisions. Or not. So I've got to save the BG. Yeah, I would take, yeah, just take it off. Just take it off. Oh my god, 1. Splitting accomplish anything? Don't think so. I think it makes it easier for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, coming up with both probably saves me more backgammons. If he rolls something and then I roll double 3. No, double 3 will save the backgammon either way. Okay, I'm not going to think too much about it. 1, 2. Now, I have made a big backgammon save blunder the other time by not coming out, but now I don't think you come out with 3 checkers there. Gonna get double shot. 1, 2. What's this? 1, 2, 3. I think this is... I'm a very bad backgammon saver. For 1. Can cover. But I want him to hit there. Okay, I want him to hit. But I want to keep the checker on 23 to hit with 1s, but I'll get a chance to hit him if he rolls a 1. Can't do anything about him rolling a 6. So that will just... Could do shenanigans, but... Suppose I'm going to cover. He could roll a 2 or a 1 and get that checker semi-safe, but I don't think I can do anything about it. So I need 1s everywhere. 1, 1. So what are we doing? 9 to close the board with double 4. I'm not going to take too much time. So we're going to slot the back, get just builders 5, 1. Now we need to let him out. So this goes here. So I just want to stay back as far as possible. Okay, that's not great. So I have to put it on the 2 point. Actually, do I? Suppose I want to get hit with double 6. So the idea is I want to keep some men back so that when he comes out, I have coverage on the checker that comes out, but it's not looking like I'm going to be able to have it. 1, 2. I suppose this is obvious. But what are actually the chances of me picking up this blot on the 15? I don't think they're that high. So now I'm 11 away. Now I'm 6 away. I suppose I can sacrifice the guy on the 2 point. Or not. Don't know actually. So I would have hit with a 5 anyway. Okay. So my recube doesn't come for a while. Got to keep the board. With 2 checkers on the ace, and a perfect bear off 6-5 spares on 6-5 and 4. I think it's a small, like 27 pass, worth 1.027 on a recube for money. Something like that. So obviously breaking the board is a disaster because him coming in is a disaster. But, I mean, that's going to make it close. So how many checkers up? 10, 9, 1, 2. So this is, I just have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a recube. I think it might be a take though. I mean, I know the pip count is... So let's say I take 2 off. He rolls 5, 4, goes there to the 15. I take 2 off. He brings 1 in there. I've got 5 there. 5, and he's got 1 on the 13, 1 on 21. I've got... my miss... He knows that. I get to roll first, of course. Okay, let's see. I get to roll first. Of course, he can roll massive, and then I'm dead. That's always the worry when he's got 2 checkers. So it's a tricky thing for me to... So he does roll the 5, 4. Okay, so that's... Maybe it wasn't a redouble. So I'd have 5 left. I'd have 3 left. Yeah, I don't think it was... Blimey. What was I doing? I think I miscalculated. He wouldn't have had a recube. Did he roll particularly well? He rolled 2 6 3s. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This, can you duplicate the 6-1 at 6-1 up? Maybe not, but I'm gonna... Oh, all I needed to do was just play 2 checkers down to the 10 point. So this is a big no-no when you give up the 5-2 and he hits you. I would have just be winning. Yeah, that's annoying. It's annoying. Okay, 2-1. Happy to hit. Probably. What more can I do with the 1? And now my 4s are... Maybe I don't give myself a bad 4, but double 3 will... I don't know, I'm worried about like him coming in and rolling double 3. But then it's probably more important to have the Springer on the 21 so that when I roll a 6, I jump out. Good observation that generally 6s are the things that can be bad for us. So we've got to give ourselves good 6s. I wouldn't want to play a 6 down to the 7 point. So I don't know why he's slotting. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I didn't kind of get to see it. So very slowly just get round to a winning position, then we can think about doubling when... Okay, we can't. But we're doing fine. We still got the 21 point. I don't know why I get these silly almost premonitions. It just don't know. Doesn't feel like Kevin is thinking. But how would I know that? It's so fanciful to say it. Or probably because I don't really see as white, even at this score, why you would be doubling. The threat, let's say, is making the 3-point on my head, but that's not really a threat, taking into account that I've got the 21 point. The 21 point and a 3-point board. I don't think he should hit because the 3 is very well served by coming up, but I'm not sure actually. So at least he needs to split. So on that basis, he would be doubling now because that was a good sequence for him. If he thought that the previous position was market loserish, he should just double now. I don't think he's going to. Okay, he is. Okay. I'm fairly convinced it's not a double. Anyway, so he's going to make and safety the checker on the 17. He's got plenty of time. We've both got plenty of time, I think. 2-1 is a bit awkward. Because I don't think I can afford to play 6-5. Again, I'm never sure about these. How bad is it to get hit here? Not that bad, but still bad. For him, my first instinct for him was to play 13-5, but he would like to get the back checkers moving. Could 24-16 be a play? Thereby keeping the checker on the 23, so that checker is primed to escape, but he goes with that 13-5. And now I think it's just too big to make the 9. Not that it doesn't have a great amount of value. At this score, I would feel uncomfortable just giving up too much. 6-5, nice. It kind of makes it easier for me. He's just going to make the 18. I don't think he can do anything else. Make a natural coming out play and slotting, and still everything is fine. Probably just playing 24-21 at this score. Playing 18 could really hurt me if he rolls double hits, which he probably should do, even though I've got an anchor. It could lead to some gammons. So for the sake of some flexibility, I'm going to do that. He could run, possibly. Although the question is, does he need to? And the answer is maybe, because I'm going to be likely to... Okay, I did and I didn't, so I did make the board. Probably don't want to come out to make it easy for him, and now he's going to have to start sacrificing stuff, and my board's got stronger. It's likely to remain strong, I would have thought. Unless I roll like 5-4. 5-4 would be bad. Double 6 is pretty good. It seems to be. If I'm behind, I don't see why I would do anything else. Is it that one for sure? Then if it's that, it's going to be down. Is it not? Or is it just that one? Can it ever be? Usually you don't do that. First of all, it doesn't duplicate stuff. And then it makes it more difficult to defend yourself because you'll be relinquishing a more important anchor. Of course, I can't double this. Being 6-1 up and the cube being on 2. Can he just play 18-10? No, it's illegal. Okay. What should he do? Don't know at all. Maybe good to slot the 1 point, so you have a checker there, covering the gap. And then if you do that, then the 2 is going to be 10 to 8. Don't see... Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't do that. Oh, is it minimizing shots? Possibly. And now I can play 2 out. If I want, leaving some shots against the 4-point board. And then what's the follow-up? Or this, and then he just comes in maybe with the guy from the 7-point, and then what? What if I roll like a 5-2 or 5-1? 5-1, okay, maybe I'll just make the board. Then if I roll a 6-1 or 6-2, I can't come out, but maybe anything else is okay. Generally, I don't want to run when I'm behind. Leaving... No, 6-2's blocked. 5-3, double 4. 5-3, double 4, 6-4, double 5. That's quite a lot for not much gain. And then maybe I have to get them saved next go. Okay, all right. Not convinced. So 3-1, he just gets to, like I said, he's going to safety that. And now my 6s, apart from 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, are going to come out. So I might as well not... I guess it makes sense for me not to have to give anything until I have to. I could roll a double, for example. 5-3 I can come out now with both, and I probably will. It's my best bet. Otherwise, I'm going to end up making a blottish board. 6-1, 5-2 seems odd. But now, if I don't do this, I'm giving him some shots for not... What? How many shots is it? 5-4, 6-3, 6-5. So it's 6 shots. But I get better coverage. Like on 6-1, 6-2, I get a double shot. So maybe this is the idea, keeping a much better board. This just looks dodgy to me. It could be right. It could well be right. It could well be right. What if I do that with the board play and then he doesn't roll a 6? Then it's probably going to be easier for me to come out. So maybe I just sit tight like this. I can go to the 13, by the way. I did see that, but okay. I'm going to do this, because if he rolls small, then he's going to remove some of the builders. Okay, no. What a stupid play that was. So things like 4-1, 5-1, they all made the board. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Double 4. Doesn't look like you do this. He's going to roll a 6, though. So 6 is still going to block, and then this gives me play afterwards. And I'm not really winning the race. This... Things like 5-1, 4-1, even like 5-1 is bad. Five 2 is just about okay. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with this. My idea is like, now I bring the checkers in from the 16, from the 9-point first. Okay. No reason to split. And there's the shot. So do we minimize? I suppose so. Ace 5, he picks it up, but like I've got that back anchor there. I'm very skeptical about, unsure whether or not I made the right decision there. Like, so back-to-back decisions are very difficult when you get two tricky decisions back-to-back. Like, I think there were 3, 6-4, 5-3, and 4-4. Makes it, well, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's very big. Okay, so can I leave 6-3 and 6-1? If I don't, I've got a lot of distance to travel. If I get hit here, it's not a given that I get gammoned. If he rolls like if he rolls 6-1, so 6-1, 6-5, 6-3. That's 6 shots. Actually, not 4. 1, 2. Okay, I've got one more. Now I can still win. If he rolls 6-1, 6-5, massive swing, I can still win and not get gammoned. So there's probably a big swing on those numbers. And this is a big theme in backgammon. Do you go for it now or do you wait? Do you go for it now or do you wait? Like this, like I'm saying, if I wait here, if he doesn't come in, or even if he does come in, I've still got a long way to travel with those back checkers, and I'm likely to leave shots anyway. 2, 3. So 6-2 would be a disaster for me. 6-1, 6-3. 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. 6-4 would be okay because it gives me more shots. 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. And what about fanning? I guess I leave the cleaning up job for later. Okay, all right. And then I didn't think about cube action either, but I kind of did in the background. I think at 6-2 up with all these gammons, and it can certainly go wrong. So let's just, so this is 6-6, 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. Even now, maybe this is a cube, but even now, so he's going to have to button up. Otherwise, I'm just happily playing on for a gammon. He's going to have to button up. And now, can I recube? If he takes and recubes, he's going to 9-6. Assuming he doesn't gammon me. Or he could gammon me on a 4 cube. So what is, like, the race looks pretty solid, even though on paper it's only 7 pips. So how happy am I if I leave a shot? So let me just try to do this. 4-2 leaves a shot. 4-2 leaves a shot. 4-3 leaves a shot. 4-2, 4-3, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3. So it's all 2s, 3s, and it's 10. It's all 2s and 3s, basically. 6-3, 5-3, 4-3, 6-2, 5-2, 4-2. That's 12. 12 numbers leave a shot. 12 numbers leave a shot. Double 4 leaves a shot. It's 13. Double 3, 14. Maybe it's too many. Double 2, double 3, double 4 is like 15 shots. And he has to hit, then I can come in. Alright. Could have been a massive market loser. Okay, very happy that I didn't do it, because I can still win the game with the cube. Maybe that's the thing. That's tricky. Although if he's going to hit me on the 4 point, if I hit him back, it's unlikely that I'm going to win the game by recube. I'm just going to be playing on. So he hits me, I hit him back, he fans, I play on to try and hit that second checker. So that's not a good argument for not cubing. When I was counting all those shots, okay. So like so, I'm just going to be playing on. Unless he rolls a 6, what am I going to be doing? Well, I think this is even more of a no double than the other one. So, okay, do I just get closer? Is that minimum shots? I'm going to assume it is. I haven't got enough time to count it. Okay, now, maybe. Again, but then again, thinking, seems like more of a no double than the other one. Like I've got to get past, and he can roll big. Okay, but now it's a different story. But still it's close. He's got wastage. Can just pass and be. Anyway, I think I might consider passing this. I don't know though. All right, I mean, he's got the gap. He's got 2 to bring in. Again, I don't know if okay, he just takes very easily. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't recube now. Oh, really tough. Okay, Crawford. So kind of a gammon save. Score. Is there anything else but this? That's a pretty good result. Of course, I feel he's gonna. He's not. Wow. Getting a bit lucky. So going big. I don't blame him. Probably coming out. Probably. Those checkers on the 8 point are very useful. Looks like I'm going to end up getting gammoned anyway after all this. Double 3, maybe hits and slots, something strange like that. Because he wants to make me play. I've got some bad coming in numbers. But then maybe it could just be making the 2 point, but don't think so. Or just playing 11-5, 6-3. Yeah, 11-5, 6-3, 5-2. He's just going to make the deuce. It gives me an out if he makes the deuce. So now just 8-4, 24-23, I would think. And we're doing a split of sorts. So what does he need? He needs 4s, 3s and 1s. So how can I... 5s... I don't know. Seems like it's this one. It's worked out pretty well. Can't complain. Do we hit this? I don't even know. Or do we play 5 to 2? Okay, now I don't want to get hit with a 5, so I'm going to do that. Maybe I don't hit. I was immediately going to hit, but maybe I don't. I'm worried about being hit anyway. So if how many shots do I give him? Probably quite a few. If I hit on this 2 point, what covers do I have? Only 2s and 1s. I don't know. Still leaving shots as well. Can duplicate 5s and 2s, but is this... This is just 1 shot fewer, isn't it? Thinking of coming out, and I get it, but I think if I do hit him with a 5 or a 2... Oh, he's coming out from there. Didn't consider that one at all. I was thinking about him coming out from the 23. I would just do that. Sacrifice the board. I think 23-17 is bad because I can just hit him and then... Okay, it's a short match, so PR could be very significantly elevated. All those tricky no redouble. I think more likely to have not been bad, but because I didn't redouble. Usually the big mistakes there are where you redouble early, and then I redoubled him in the... Oh, there was that race at whatever before. There was that race. Contact lens is gone. Well played, Kevin. Got a bit lucky. But I got some points on the board. Ah, my goodness. You played on expert level. Oh wow. You played super well. And I played bad. Okay, that was a tough match to handle. Let's have a look. 5096. That's my pin, if anyone wants to know it. The interesting thing is always seeing an opponent that plays that with a PR is very, very strong, but their timing is a little bit different for the moves than you would expect. So I didn't know. I had no idea how Kevin had played that match, actually. I wasn't sure. Let's wait for it to... open. Very nice. Yeah, the short match is going to elevate stuff. But let's see. I just want to... Seems like it's going to analyze fine. 1-6 is fine. This 2-1 actually. I wonder what's right. So I just played some stuff quite quickly. A little bit better. Oh, I didn't see that I could duplicate the 4, which I definitely would have gone for. Then I ended up like this. Got myself out of a pickle with double 4. Hit. So he had also all sorts of stuff. The 6-3. This Kevin just took his time over. But I rolled that 6-2, and then I got myself back in. 4-3 was pretty much even. Was there any... no, 5-2 would be wrong there. Okay. So far, 6-2 running, 2-6, 4-1, and yeah, this is where I wasn't sure whether Kevin was playing on, because he paused here, but then he paused again. If he knew he was playing on there, then surely he would just play on immediately, and then I was right to pass. So where am I going? 4-2, shouldn't have made the 4 point, but this was a kind of borderline take. 6-3 was there. Oh, it was close. So genuinely justified to have trouble on that decision, although I did hit in the end. 11-6, he played 16-11. Go away. 6-1 was wrong. Making the 1 point. I don't like that. I don't know. Okay. I've never seen that play before. Do I want to make the 1 point there? Okay. Oh, and then I had this. Wow, he played 1.2. That's incredible. So why 5-1 here? Because it just reduces his... it just reduces his entering numbers. Maybe. What was I thinking? And then some small things, just which I'm not going to look at too much. Shouldn't have covered. And the redouble, okay, not too bad. But actually, you see, you don't need that much to redouble, assuming your opponent's not going to be able to redouble. Apparently, this double 3 is fine. 3-1, 5-1. So then Yeah, this, like, I guess, I mean, it's weird that Kevin would double here. Yeah. 4-3, so I got everything. 6-2-3-2. Okay, leaving a shot here. Coming out was very close, so again, really difficult. Equal decisions here and here. I mean, how are you gonna choose between those? And I struggled. I got the double 4 right. I mean, I played really well, and yet, so this, I missed a redouble pass here. So the double 6 was fine. I thought this, I don't know what I thought here. What did I think here? So double 6. Yeah, I thought I'd have trouble bringing those checkers home. I didn't think it was good enough, maybe. 18-15 had to count shots, too lazy. It was a redouble. Okay. Funny how the PR is just really misleading. This one, okay, 24-18. Was there anything else? I came out here, it was close. Yeah, 11-5, 8-5, 6-3. I was going to play 11-2, 8-5, which is a little bit worse than his play. I didn't understand making the 2-point. And then, doesn't really matter what you do. I should play 5-2. And I should play 3-2. So this is the big blunder. Okay. This is the big blunder. Just more shots. Okay, that's disappointing. But generally, I played a pretty nice... played a pretty nice match, I feel. And at least I get some points back on the board. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.